Hi, this is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the AdvaMed 2011 The MedTech Conference here in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I'm here with Seth Green of Breonics, Inc., a private company. Seth, welcome to SNNLive.
Oh, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Breonics, what does it do?
Breonics has a solution to the worldwide kidney shortage. So what we're going to do is actually dramatically increase the number of kidneys that are available for transplant.
And how are you going to do that?
Well, we have a technology that basically aims to get at the 96% of the kidneys that are never really considered for organ donation today.
How's that?
Well, if you look at kind of the number of people that die every year that could potentially be organ donors, it's about, of the 2.5 million people that die, there's about 400,000 people that die of a heart attack, a stroke, or killed in some sort of traumatic accident. However, about 96% are never considered because by the time that they get from wherever they died to where their organs could be recovered, their kidneys are too ischemically damaged. So what we do is, as long as we can get those kidneys within 2 hours after blood flow stops, we can actually regenerate the kidneys to the point where they're suitable for transplant.
So how do you intend to get your message out to the medical community to contact you stat?
Well, that's what we're starting to do now. It's the beginning of our effort. We just won a huge grant from NIH for about $3 million, so we've gotten the big stamp of approval to take this thing to the clinics and get it to the patients that need it. And now we're out there spreading the word so that we can make this a reality.
Okay, let's start out by giving the website. What is it?
That's www.breonics.com, and that's where all of our scientific publications are and more detail on the technology.
So don't you still have to get the patients to agree to donate it?
Well, they do, but I mean, that's, the thought is that this is one of those areas where there's just so much heat and light on increasing organ donation that even if we only get a small number of people that give consent, by dramatically increasing the pool, we'll still increase the donor supply.
So now, what do you do with the kidneys once you have them?
Well, what we'll be doing is providing a service to the organ procurement organizations around the country, so they'll still recover kidneys from deceased donors the way they do today, except that they'll hand a kidney over to us that's today irretrievable. Our personnel and our technology will repair that kidney, and then we'll return it to the organ procurement organization and the transplant teams, and then they'll continue to do the transplant just as they would today. So the entire ecosystem really remains the same, except that we plug in and offer this service to help them access something that today they're unable to do.
So what are you doing to those kidneys that isn't being done currently?
Well, if you take the technologies today, there are these hypothermic preservation technologies. There's other companies that have them out there, and what they do is they chill a kidney down almost as if it were meat in an ice cooler, and they inhibit metabolism, and that kidney, if it's damaged when it goes in, it's damaged when it comes out. However, we're at almost more near normal thermic, and it's like a beefed up cell culture type technology. So we feed the kidney everything it needs to actually sustain itself outside the body and repair itself. And over the course of a perfusion that lasts anywhere from 18 to 24 hours, it goes through that reparative, regenerative process so that what goes in damaged comes out good to transplant.
That's really phenomenal. That's really phenomenal. Is this done under conditions that the kidney is being preserved by using a lower temperature?
No, it's not. In today's organ preservation technologies, doing things to preserve an organ really does nothing to actually repair damage, does nothing to expand the organ donor pool.
All it does is allow it to be transported under cool.
Yeah, and that's really been, for the last 50 years has been the approach, is to try to minimize the amount of ischemic damage by rapidly cooling it down, trying to prevent the onset of damage. It totally ignores the fact that the damage is going to occur in the vast majority of the situations out there just because of the way that people die.
Here's the $64,000 question. Do you allow a longer period of time to transport the organ?
Really, this is not a transportation kind of technology. What will happen in the future is that the kidneys could still be chilled down and transported to where we're located, but the actual regeneration process and the transplant will need to occur at the same location. So while we do keep the kidney alive for say 24 hours, that's really not where the value is to the patient and to the teams that need these.
So where is the true value?
The true value is in actually taking a kidney that today is unusable and making it usable tomorrow.
Phenomenal. Website one more time.
www.breonics.com.
So who's your target market here?
Looking for investors. At this point, we've begun talking to investors to raise our Series B to get the funds that we need to supplement the NIH grant that we got. And we're preparing to move into clinical trials at the Cleveland Clinic, University of Michigan, and University of Alabama, Birmingham. So,
from my lips to God's ears, may you have nothing but luck in your endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.